Moving on further. Yo, when you talk Mount Rushmores, right? I want to get into this wrestling shit for real, right? Like, Grimes, how long have we been friends, bro?
Since like fifth, sixth grade.
We've been friends for almost like 25 years, some shit. Like, man, we've been friends for over 20 years. It's been a long time. You know, me and Short, we've been friends for a long time too, not quite as long. My point being is we loved wrestling when we was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Our favorites are this or that. So I want to do a Mount Rushmore right now. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna start that shit off. Sam, I want to hear your Mount Rushmore first, and then I want to get our guests. How about that?
All right, that's a bet. So Mount Rushmore, man. So the top guys, whatever, all time. So I'm not gonna go in any particular order.
I was just gonna say that Mount Rushmore doesn't mean any specific order, just the four greatest.
Right. Yep. So
go ahead.
So at my first guy, whatever, I'm definitely going with The Rock. The Rock, man, bro, like so much just excitement to it or whatever. Like I say, his persona, man, is through the roof. Man, the crazy shit that he used to say out of his mouth, you know what I'm saying? He had the move sets. He would freaking do the people's elbow, man. People go crazy, man, like stuff like that. You know, he fought anybody, man. He was strong. He was big or whatever. He had the look. He talked the talk and he walked the walk. So definitely The Rock for number one. Well, as one of my guys. Number two, I gotta go with Hulk Hogan, man. I gotta go with Hulk Hogan. Man, he had to pick up Andre the Giant, man, 500 something pounds or whatever, and he changed the world with that shit, bro. He changed the world, man. He bammed that guy, whatever, man. The whole crowd went crazy, man. Nobody thought he could do it. 24-inch pythons, man. He probably one of the biggest ever in WWE history. Like 15-time champion, this and that, whatever, leg drop legendary. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He'll get hit or whatever. He'll start shaking this hell. You feel me? Like he'll go in. He would go in on that stuff. So Hulk Hogan, definitely.
I think you're about to piss me off.
I am probably. So number three. Woo! Gotta go with Ric Flair, man. Gotta go with Ric Flair. Gotta go with Ric Flair, man. He's definitely a boss. Figure four leg lock, man. Woo! Break a motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? For real, he was dirty. He'll hit you with the eye gouge, man. Hit you in the nuts. For real, he'll do whatever he got to do to break it down, man. If he gets you down on the ground, it is over with, man. Cause that man know how to motherfucking put them moves on you. For real. Break down the legs, break down the lips, man. Break down the limbs, everything, bro. So I love Ric Flair. And at 4, I got to go with Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. My boy, man. What?
We gotta go. Everybody drink a beer.
What?
I'm drinking Gatorade.
Drink another beer.
I got Gatorade, too.
Gatorade. What kind of fucking shit is this?
Hey, man, I already drunk my drink already, man. First episode. After 2 rounds, I already drunk that jump, bro. So, like I say, Stone Cold, man, for real, the real people's champ, man, for real, man. He didn't give a damn, man. He had the beers, man. He said what he wanted to. He had to cut off the hair. He was stunning. Steve Austin wasn't really getting it done, you know. So cut off the hair, whatever. Got the attitude, man. Like just everything about Stone Cold, man. He used to beat up Vince McMahon so much, man. Catch a motherfucker with a stunner so fast, bro. And woo, boy, I used to love that shit, bro. We used to go crazy over Stone Cold. So that's my mouth. Go ahead.
That's good shit. Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
That's a good Mount Rushmore. And dude, was Stone Cold, was he stunning Steve Austin before or after the Ringmaster? Which one was it?
I think he was the Ringmaster before.
Okay.
Right.
No. Ringmaster after stunning Steve.
Ringmaster he came into WWE with and paired with Ted
but he was
in
WCW.
He was stunning
Steve. He was stunning Steve Austin because he was a tag team guy then. Yep. I can't think of who he was with though. He came as the Ringmaster with I think Ted DiBiase. Was it Ted DiBiase? Yep. Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. That's all good. Grim Grimes, Mount Rushmore, superstars. Give us a
Started off. Stone Cold.
What?
You know, one
I
of the
gotta
greatest
drink
of all
beer
time.
every time somebody says that.
Drew more money than anybody, so
Right.
of course he's got to be on that list.
Fucking boss.
Oh, Undertaker, man could
yeah.
you know make a match special without even having to have a title. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the streak meant more than the world title to me at one point.
Why break it, man? That was crazy.
No.
That's
He
so
should have retired
fucking
undefeated.
Brock
I
Lesnar,
agree.
Brock
Man,
Lesnar.
that's
Man, for a cheap pop, man. For a cheap pop.
Yep.
Next on my list is Shawn Michaels. To me, the greatest in-ring performer of all time. I mean, look at the matches he was in. The Iron Man match with Bret Hart. The WrestleMania match with Stone Cold. Both WrestleMania matches with The Undertaker. And Ric Flair's WrestleMania match where he retired him.
Retired.
For one of the 10 times he's retired. But,
right, exactly. He's
I mean,
still fighting right now. You know, he's still like on
right.
he on tour.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that last divorce.
Right.
Exactly.
But I mean, he's up there, man. He's great.
Yeah. I like Shawn Michaels.
He was a great in-ring performer, perhaps the great. He just always did too much to me. Like they throw you in the turnbuckle, he just like The Rock did after taking a stunner sometimes. It's like, dude,
he sell those moves, man.
Man.
He sell those moves.
Too much. What match he was pissed in and he did that shit over intentional on purpose.
Oh, that was against Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam.
It's like, come on, bro. But
and he had a good fight against Razor Ramon too. Remember, he had that ladder match against Razor Ramon. That was a good
WrestleMania 10, yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So,
who you got at your last one?
My last one is going to probably be a little controversial. Vince McMahon.
Vince
McMahon. Hang on now. Would Austin be what Austin was without Mr. McMahon?
That's not a wrestler, man.
We can't get away with
that. You can't get away with that.
What are you talking about?
No. It's wrestling Mount Rushmore. He is a creative mind in wrestling. He was a wrestler.
He is wrestling. Without him, there is none of this.
Exactly. So he has to be up there.
That doesn't count, man. You got to say somebody else. Who's your fifth pick, man? Who's the honorable mention there?
Exactly.
Honorable mention. The Nature Boy. Woo!
Woo! Yes, sir. Nature Boy.
You had Vince McMahon, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Vince McMahon. I never in my life would have guessed it. He'd be on the fucking unbelievable.
That man wrestled like 2 matches.
Oh, he wrestled more than 2 matches, man.
Yeah, he wrestled more than that. He was fighting. Vince wasn't scared to fucking get in there. Dude, what was that one match where he fucking tore his quad? He runs in the ring. He's so pissed off. And
that was the Royal Rumble. He slid in and tore both.
Oh my goodness!
And he tried to stand up. Right. And shit!
I mean, he did more for wrestling than anybody. I mean.
Oh my God! Right. Sure, help me out here. Sure, help me out. Give me your Mount Rushmore, dude.
All right, it's gonna be a little different than.
You're a little different, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me guess, it's all women.
Well,
you can't rule it out with sure.
Yeah. All right, so my Mount Rushmore is gonna be Undertaker, first and foremost, one of the greatest. Period.
Right.
Didn't matter if he was hurt. Didn't matter, nothing. He would always make sure he was out there to give the fans their money's worth. I've seen him one time. It was the greatest night of my life, going there and watching him in Detroit. Number 2, Ric Flair, obviously.
Yep.
To beat the man, you got to beat the man.
Right.
Woo!
Number 3, Roddy Piper.
Okay.
That man, you say, Ric Flair is the greatest promo of all time. I think there's only 2 other people that could rival him, and one of them is Roddy Piper, and the other is Dusty Rhodes. Those are the only 2, I think. Number 4, Bray Wyatt. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I fucking was booting you right now.
Boo this man.
I was about to boot him out.
Number 4 for me would be Terry Funk.
Okay.
I loved him. He was crazier than hell. 50 years old doing moonsaults, up ladders and shit in ECW. I loved it, man. That's my Mount Rushmore all day.
Terry Funk, Roddy Piper, The Undertaker, and Ric Flair.
Yep.
It's crazy because like all them guys were like popping before you were born.
Before your time, right?
I know, and you know
that's how you know. That's how you know he's like a student of the game.
Real, right?
He's a historian,
real fan,
man.
Right? You're a real fan.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt. I've never seen that in my life. Like I've never seen anybody's Mount Rushmore at any sport, any event on every single one before their time, except for one. Undertaker was during your time.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
I mean, Ric Flair was too, but like I say, he was just on his ladder. He was on the latter years.
I mean, like Ric Flair though. You know what I'm saying? By the time we was, you know, we're in our 30s. By the time we was starting to watch, like Ric Flair was already, you know, he wasn't really Ric Flair anymore. He was still wrestling and doing this and that, but like he wasn't nothing like he was back then. He was
promo.
Oh
Ric
man,
Flair.
He's
promo
money, bro. He brings in money.
Definitely.
Like you got to.
Those matches between him and Sting, man, boy, they used to go off, bro. They used to fight like every week, seemed like. You feel me?
Ricky Steamboat, those were some of the greatest ever.
Definitely.
So check this out. Not that y'all give a fuck, but I'm gonna tell y'all my list. All right. My Mount Rushmore, The Rock. Gotta go with The Rock, man. Jabroni beating, pie eating, trail blazing, eyebrow raising. One and only Rock, man. Got to. His trash talk and how everybody loved him, taking a liking to him, you know, former football player turned wrestler. Like, it's a good thing he didn't make it in football because his calling was to be a wrestler and ultimately an actor. You know, I like The Rock. The Rock was the complete package to me. Like, you know, as far as everything. And I don't think there was a more popular superstar than The Rock, like in his prime, like at his time. Dude, like people would just go absolutely insane. Like they still go insane when they I've seen people faint, pass out when they see The Rock live. You know what I mean? Like he's that dude, you know.
Michael Jackson, he the Michael Jackson of wrestling.
He really is. He might win the presidency if he runs one day just because people love him so much. Like not giving a fuck about his politics or nothing like that or whatever, but whatever. I digress. Second on my list.
What?
Gotta go with Austin, man. Beer drinking, ass kicking. Who in the hell would not love to be Stone Cold back in the day? They got to drink beer on the job, get out there, kick ass, raise hell, leave, tell everybody what you drank, how much you drank, what you ate, and you got to beat the shit out of your boss every once in a while and give his ass a start. Because that's just the way it is. You know, like that's awesome, dude. So you can't not put Austin on your Mount Rushmore to me. Number 3, even though I wasn't a fan of his or think he was like the greatest performer or greatest talent, but Hulk Hogan, man, like what Hulk Hogan did for the company, carrying it on his back for so long, like at the time before Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was that motherfucker. You know what I mean? He was carrying it. He was having the pop. The people went crazy over Hulk Hogan. He had one of the simplest move sets ever. I think he had like 6 total moves. You know, but people loved him.
Leg drop.
He could
do. And how a leg drop stop a 300-pound man or one leg drop. But it's okay though.
Bro, he was so famous. Like people would just literally cheer like at literally like a punch from him. Woo, woo, woo. Like people would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like when the first time Hogan faced The Rock at WrestleMania, people were like going nuts for Hogan and not Rock. They wanted Hogan to win as much as they loved The Rock. And he was the face and Hogan was the heel at that time in the NWO. You know what I'm saying? So
NWO,
Hogan was the OG, you know, not the greatest in-ring performer by any means, but just what he did and how much work he put in, you know, like got to put Hogan on there. And my last one, you can't see me, bro. Let me tell you something about John Cena. John Cena, I respect for a million reasons in this world, primarily shit he does outside of wrestling. Remember, we shouted him out on the Make-A-Wish and all that shit, you know, most wishes granted. John Cena carried this company on his back for how many fucking years?
Like 15, 16 years at least.
debuts in this, wins more. Didn't John Cena, is he the highest reigning champion now with all his title reigns? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
I think he had 16 world champion.
Triple H.
So he tied with Triple H?
Yep.
At 16, or what is it?
I think it is 16.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
15 and 16. Either
right.
or. That's impressive. He needs to own all the title records. He needs to own all that. Because also, you know something about John Cena? You know what John Cena did? Something that he did that neither one of these three guys I just mentioned did, was The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan. You know what he did more of than all those guys? He lost. Yeah. You know, as much as he won, he lost, dude. He did whatever it took to help the company, you know, make money. I just, you know, he come in, and another thing is he introduced a new culture to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? The hip hop culture. Right. You know, even though he was a white dude out there rapping, you know, it's different. We never had nothing like that before, nothing serious. And he was serious about his rapping shit. He'd make a CD, make an album. You know, like it spit freestyles. Like whether you thought it was corny or not, whether you liked him or not, like that shit was hot. Like kids loved him. Grown people loved him. Like, and to carry the company on your back, John Cena done made the company so much. Like, I think John Cena not being an active wrestler now anymore, that's a big reason why they're struggling now. Because like you had Cena, if anything else, you had Cena that you can fall back on for years, man. And he's not there like that now, which he shouldn't be. I'm glad he's out doing bigger, better things, you know, all that. But I'm just saying, so Cena makes my top four, man. You know, The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena, Hulk Hogan. I feel like none of them can be replaced on the Mount Rushmore wrestling, man.
Right. Definitely. That's hot.
Yeah.